I love this.
We Calgarians take pride in our work, in our outdoor spaces, and we put a lot of time and effort into making comfortable, beautiful homes.
Can't wait.
We also love our water features.
Beautiful.
And that's where we come in.
From crazy indoor water features to crafting your own outdoor nature paradise.
That's what we do. Join us as we show you what you can have with some imagination,
Heavy machinery,
and skillful hands.
We are Water by Design.
So here we are with Natasha and Ava, the homeowners of our new project that we just started yesterday. On this project, we're doing a large waterfall with a babbling brook stream bed, and then we're going to go into a koi pond.
So it literally is the same cycle over and over. You meet a client, you show them jobs, you show them other parts of your work, but always at the beginning people are skeptical, and then you start going through the first days, they see how hard we work, they see how committed we are to it, and then by the middle they're praising us for our hard work, they're starting to get it. They may not see it at that point, but they're at least, they're starting to get why we're doing the things that we do.
We're setting up with a skimmer, full filtration, and everything that they need to set them up for maintenance moving forward for the koi feature. Yeah, we're just in the planning process of the Silva's Oasis. So super important to just get feedback from the client, see what they want, know what they want, and just have that plan going into the project.
This was a job that literally took a year to get to the point where we were building because he had so many specific demands and this, that, and the other. So going into it, we knew exactly what he wanted.
He was very nervous, very particular, and it's very important that we nailed it on this one.
Definitely.
And we did. So super excited about this one, very inspired. I've been talking with Natasha and her husband Jason for close to a year now.
Yeah.
About this project. They've also been out on a water feature tour to see some of our other projects, meet some of our other clients, and just see what we do and see the finished product and get feedback so they know they're making the right decision for this project. I'm sure they've been saving up for a very long time.
Yes.
So this not only means a lot to them, it means a lot to us, and not only do we want to do a good job, we want to make it better than they ever expected and exceed expectations, which is what's going to happen here.
And then by the end, they're kind of blown away. And then after that, a year down the road, 2 years down the road, when we're showing up every 2 weeks, we're taking care of the feature. You build on that confidence in that relationship. It's so important.
That experience is so important. And it's not just important for business, it's important for us as people, as business partners, as being successful. If there's a feature that's not working, we're on it. Reason we're on it, it bothers us. I can't just ignore it. No, we need to be on it. We need to take care of them. Water features are built to be working and running. When they're dry and not working and not running properly, they're not sexy, they're not beautiful, and you don't obviously get the sound that we have behind us right now. So.
We're pretty excited. We have been talking about this since we moved into this house 4 years ago. My husband says that the backyard is his oasis, and he loves that it's private with the trees, and I always said I wanted to live by water, but being in Calgary, that's not always possible. So we agreed on our water feature and talked about how we wanted to hear the water from the house and from the deck, and we came across Water by Design. We're super impressed. Gracious enough to let us meet a lot of his previous clients, and we were just blown away. They all said that he did amazing work, and just seeing the work itself, it was incredible. The work that he does, the designs that he's made are beautiful, and we can't wait to see what happens in our yard.
The holding pool is basically going to be where our encasing rock is, right? And then so we're bringing
it should
that
be
up
too.
So really, I just kind of got to get rid of the topsoil here, and then the good material we can probably save to throw in our waterfall.
Yep.
Okay.
Planning, talking about the project, and just setting ourselves up for success.
Yeah, the variables, they just start coming in. As you start digging it out, the variables start coming up. This tree branch here, this line here, we got to get this here. Pre-planning, it's so important that we're thinking about 10 steps down the road.
And not only the feature, but what's around the feature. And then just rock it up with roundies and try to lock it in and have it going up and over.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's really got it. It's really rounded out on that left-hand side. You see it?
Yeah, definitely. Big thing for me on that first site meeting, Kevin and Grant, on this job, they've been working on it for over a year.
it's all inside their head. For me, I've just been there. It's really important for me to know what's inside their head so we can touch on all those important points, make the client happy. And at the end of the day, we're coming into someone's backyard, into their space. We don't want to do anything to damage their yard that's unnecessary. We want to do exactly what we're supposed to do there, keep it clean, tight, and get out.
I got all my shims out, different sizes, even down to those little guys. So we're super set up. Well, actually, we even did a field trip to the zoo. You came with me, didn't you? Yeah. He saw a water feature at the Calgary Zoo that he really, really liked, so we take that stuff very seriously. So Jason, of course, sent me so many pictures and said he really wanted us to go down and check it out. So we'll put in that legwork to go see what the client likes to make sure that, you know, our end result's over the top.
I'd say 1 in 10 though. Like of a client that's like this, like
Yeah.
1 in 10 will be very particular, lots of communication, lots of photos, that kind of thing.
It's funny because in the beginning they're all over you, and halfway through the project they kind of just like let loose a little bit because the confidence is there. So. Did I have it the other way around? Doesn't matter. It works better like that. For the fit.
If we're struggling, there's like to put something in by hand, there's a chance we might drop something or someone could get hurt too, right?
Is your house feeling dated, or are you just wanting a fresh new look? Whether you're listing a property, have multiple rentals that need maintenance, or want to make your home feel new again, with same-day painting, you're in good hands. We love painting your homes, and we have the manpower for any commercial job as well. With a 30-day warranty, 6-point inspection, and a full color consultation, our dedicated team of qualified professionals will deliver the highest quality job. Same-day painting, more than paint, it's peace of mind.
Welcome to Pacific Hut, where great food and great people come together. Classic Filipino dishes and delicious all-day breakfasts in comforting Filipino-style cooking. Bring your family and come in today. Pacific Hut.
Your experience with Legacy Kitchen starts with a visit to our showroom, where our designers and craftsmen are committed to creating a kitchen that suits your home and lifestyle. We coordinate every aspect of the design and renovation process, taking you from an idea to reality. For over 3 decades, we have proudly served Calgary homeowners and home builders with premium kitchen design and renovations. Legacy Kitchens, we are with you all the way.
How important is your roof to you? EuroShield, your smart choice in roofing. EuroShield, environmentally friendly rubber roofing systems. Hail, heat, wind, rain and snow. Bring it on. Alberta made for any kind of extreme weather. For life. Built from recycled material. Built to endure. Built to cover your home in style. EuroShield, the best choice for your home. Greening the earth, one roof at a time.
People associate what we're doing with their relaxed time, right? Everyone has hectic lives, craziness. When you're sitting by the water feature, it means you're at your house, you're relaxing, you're enjoying a beer, you're enjoying your afternoon. Like, it's centered around their kind of zen zone, their relaxing zone. So it's so important because it's always part of people's most enjoyable part of their lives, right? When they're not at work, when they're not dealing with stuff, they're at their house and they build these things to create these spaces at their homes.
We're 15 and 15 on our spacing. I felt like it needed to go to the left a bit. How does it look from up there?
Because if we're struggling, there's like to put something in by hand, there's a chance we might drop something or someone could get hurt too, right? You know, if the equipment can do it and make our lives easier, that's always the right choice.
So I like how it's right behind that branch with the tree right behind it. I'll plant some shrubs around there once the mulch comes up. You're not even gonna notice it.
Family time. I mean, there's nothing better than to get family together, to sit around the waterfall, to sit around a fire, and poof, the lights come on at night. It's so cool, I love it, and I enjoy it, and I wish I could hang out with all my clients all the time.
Yeah, like I think we should rock the holding pool and then place that one.
So it supports our berm.
Yeah.
I guess our angle works better the other way.
we took out, there was like a little gate that they had there that we're driving through, and then every day you set out the plywood, and then you drive through there, and you'd have to drive forward, and then you'd have to back out the whole way. So it's like, sometimes when you don't have access, it ends up taking like 2 times as long.
Yeah. Don't want to tear up the lawn, don't want to create ruts, and just more work at the end of the job to repair everything, so. Get through those roots, kid. Casey, our first machine, and she's a beauty.
Yeah, love that girl.
Yeah. Zone. Yeah, with the bird in the back. Oh, that's just, she's talking to me, chirping me.
Yeah.
What do you want, little birdie? This rock or that rock? Oh, pick this one, Kevin. Pick this one. It's hard to envision because you get all those medium to smaller rocks in all those gaps and cracks, and then the pebbles come in as well. But yeah.
And then you got the underlay there, and there's underlay going underneath this.
Underlay's under the whole pond, and it's all tuck taped together so it doesn't move when we put the liner in. I put the underlay under the larger rocks just to protect them
from it getting up here,
punctured or whatever. Yeah, so just that little extra. I don't put too much underlay because it can promote algae. A lot of times I go around after and I cut it so that I got it where I need it, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, after the project and now, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
Every time I go there to do maintenance and he's home and he comes out, nothing but smiles, and just comes out to reward me with words and tell me how happy he is and how happy the family is. And you know what? It makes me feel good, really good.
Word rewards.
Yeah. We got to find something yet here to make that the same height as that, and just how this transitions in. Love it.
He's into it though, right? So
he is into it.
It's always fun when they're into it.
And just to tell them why we do what we're doing and just the process, and to educate the client. It's kind of reverse of what it is, so I'm having that spills on the left and then this is on the right. Yeah, that's just the way it's going together. To the side of the skimmer, maybe a little bit bigger rock here on the left-hand side of the skimmer.
And maybe a couple you said too, right?
For sure, which is going to help to hide the power. Yeah. Maybe we have some singles, and then we have some triples, maybe some doubles. I love odd numbers, but I mean with the kids, if they want to come up and up and up. You can tell somebody something or try to explain it to them, or you can do it with a photo to back it up. It just makes it so much easier when you have a photo to back up what you're talking about. He had a hard time visualizing things, and he told us that from the get-go. And he apologized a number of times. Kevin, I just can't see it. I'm sorry. So I would always use my laptop as a tool. So show and tell. Like you said, they might be climbing. I might do some groupings of 3, groupings of 2, and maybe 1. But when you do 1, it's going to be quite big. But it's going to have that shape that's unique to place it by itself so that it looks good.
I think it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's come along in the last even just day.
Need a truck or a fleet for a seasonal job? Don't lease it, rent it. Shag & Nappy GM now offers short-term rentals for our entire lineup of Chevy and GM trucks. Shag & Nappy GM and Cobalt Rentals. This is the new way.
When you have a Canada Outdoor Kitchen, you get more out of life. Add a whole new dimension to how you use and enjoy your home. Enjoy family and friends, and extend your outdoor cooking, dining, and living experience for up to the entire year. Canada Outdoor Kitchens. Dream big, live well. We didn't have to make them so comfortable, but we did. Toto.
We at The Landscape Artist have been transforming Calgary landscapes for 40 years, serving this city and surrounding areas with smartly designed creative outdoor living spaces. Crafting your outdoor oasis has never been easier with amazing results. You'll enjoy working with our creative design team as we take your vision from dream to a reality. You deserve a place to unwind, a place to think, and a wonderful place to entertain. Call our firm today for your free consultation. The Landscape Artist, award-winning design and construction.
It's mesmerizing to be around a water feature. You're just drawn. It's like being around fire. You can't stop looking at it. You can hear it.
It up like multiple times.
You got good balance?
Keep balance. Put your arms out. Balance. Woo! Do it. I think it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's come along in the last even just day. All this they've done this morning, it's been fantastic seeing all of the different shaped rocks and how the spill's going to come down and trying to get it so it looks natural and not too placed in there.
They were always really worried about artificial looking waterfall in this project, and I guess the key to success was making it as natural as possible. So we did that. We nailed it. Yeah, we did.
No big deal.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Not artificial.
Not artificial. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's looking great. I'm super excited to see all the other rocks go in and see it come together. And I'm excited to see how the pond shapes up too when they put in the steppers inside and see the depth of it and the water flowing. It's just going to be spectacular.
The animals come. Like, I have so many clients talk about the birds coming and giving themselves bird baths, and it's action. There's stuff going on. It's life. So, you know, you just want to be around it. You want to be part of it. Not until we're doing it, I would say, yeah. They don't realize what goes into it to make it so perfect. Some people are like, how did you get that in there? It's like, well,
I think they're actually blown away after they see how we do it.
Right.
They're just like, wow, can't believe you go to that.
or that you can even do that with
Or that you
rock.
could even do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if I broke it. I'm freaking out.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, we were thinking it at the same time.
And it's really important to make it not look like it's manufactured too. You want to try and hide all those cut edges as much as possible, and always try and make it look as natural as possible. Even though you've spent 2 hours making this rock fit, it's got to look like it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, just go around and try and get that liner as perfect to the rocks as possible. Just kind of prepping it all now for bring the pebbles in and fisty rocks and just cover all the edges and just finishing touches type of deal.
Boom, boom, baby! We just call them fisty rocks because they're basically more or less the size of your fists, and they just plug those holes, man, and plug those dark spaces. And
yeah, it's definitely water by design terminology there.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fisty rocks and then pebbles, and just fill those holes, gaps, cracks, and spaces, and lock it in. Really, it's the pebble process, and we put them in buckets because we can carry more pebbles, and it works really good. Just sprinkling and pouring them in, and then getting in with your hands and your fingers and stuffing them into those gaps and cracks. It's the best way to do it.
That most importantly, like before we've tried different methods where we do like a skid steer bucket or try and do it that way, but then when you have the bucket, you can put it exactly where you want it. It's just so much easier placement.
It's dirty water, but it's water.
That was Natasha. That was me for a minute. Oh, I sound really girly there.
That's great. Holy cow.
That's good, eh?
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Even though it's filthy.
That'll change.
Rock's dirty.
When you first initially put the water in, it takes a long time for the sediment in the water to settle. So you kind of got to give it 12 hours before everything settles to the bottom of the ground. We always clean it to one time clean, then add the water.
Pressure wash, pump out, repeat if necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at you like it. So these steppers will just be like an inch or two, or like just above the water.
That's
hey?
probably what we're gonna base it on big time, is how those
Yeah.
steppers are gonna work. For sure.
Yeah.
They're very concerned about like too much rock, too much rubble, building up, looking artificial, not natural. They really wanted this feature sunken into the ground, but we told them, listen, we gotta build it up. We gotta encase it. We gotta keep that runoff rainwater out of the feature. If you build your feature too low and you promote the rainwater coming in, you're just gonna have problems with algae. So protect it from outside water getting in, yet make it look natural. It's a fine line, but we've got it figured out.
It's always exciting. I mean, you know, at this point, we've got a couple weeks into this, you know, and you have this vision in your head of how it's going to work, but you don't really know until you turn it on.
This is what it's all about, is the first run and watching that water flow.
So right now, just checking all the plumbing that I did earlier into the back of the falls unit. Make sure that we don't have any sweating or leaks coming out there, so we're losing any water, and check it when it's under pressure again, and just make sure that nothing's wrong before we go ahead and bury all this pipe and fittings.
It's always exciting. We've done this so many times, but hey, everyone stops what they're doing. They come over, they watch. It's definitely exciting and rewarding at the same time. The look on people's face at the end of the project just makes me feel so good.
We need to replace our kitchen cabinets.
You've come to the right place.
We have an idea, but
You can sit down with one of our designers. That's one way we try to make your life easier.
I don't want to be assembling cabinets on my weekend.
Hey, the only Ellen you'll ever need is that guy.
Renovating is fast and easy with the help of our cabinet experts.
I love these cabinets.
No longer a contractor's best kept secret. We provide pre-assembled cabinets right here in the great city of Calgary. Get your cabinets right here.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber, here with Mike from Tally Renovations. Mike, how do you tackle kitchens?
Kitchens are really, really important. They're the absolute heart of the home, so they take a little extra time and care to get it right, because it's really the hub for your family, for your friends, and it's the gathering place for everything that you do.
And with that attitude, that's why I always recommend Mike from Tally Renovations.
Tally Renovations. Beautiful spaces built right.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber, trusted by Calgarians for their plumbing and heating needs. There are tons of real estate agents out there, but I always go with the real estate partners at RE/MAX first. For the real estate agent that goes the extra mile and really cares, call my buddy Dusko at RE/MAX first.
The look on people's face at the end of the project just makes me feel so good. I mean, I can't even put it into words other than it's an emotion, it's an energy, it's a vibe. And that for me is so rewarding. It's like the best tip you could ever have for building a water feature for somebody, for their family, for their kids. I mean, there's no better feeling than at the end of the project revealing it to the homeowners, and the husband's so happy he can't wipe that grin off his face, and then the wife starts crying on your shoulder and gives you a big hug. For me, that's what it's all about, is just making people's lives better, getting them out of the house, and just enjoying the time around our water features. Happy tears. Yeah, I've had multiple, usually the woman, never the man, but they get emotional. They get all teary-eyed, and I call them happy tears, and the water flows, so do the tears. So it's a good feeling. So, Natasha.
Yes.
In the beginning, I spoke with Jason to start things off, to kick things off with this design for your waterfall feature, and you guys had a vision. What was your vision in the beginning, and how did this turn out in comparison to what your vision was and what you expected?
I would say our vision was definitely to have some sort of we wanted noise. Right. We needed the sound. I wanted to be able to hear it in my house.
Yes.
and we wanted something that was a substantial enough size for our yard, because we have a large lot.
Yeah.
And we wanted something that was natural, that fit into the landscape, that looked like it's always been here.
Mission accomplished. Went great. I mean, this job was super tricky in the beginning. Dealing with Mr. Silva, he was very picky on what he wanted for his waterfall and how we were going to build it, etc., etc. He even had me go down to the Calgary Zoo and look at one of their water features. So I went down with my staff, had a look. It was important to me that we delivered to him a product that he had in his mind and that he envisioned the whole time. You gave me like that natural vibe when I got inside your mind's eye and I saw your vision, and I talked to Jason, and as I said before, I even went down to the Calgary Zoo to check out a water feature that he liked. And he sent me photos of it, so I knew it was really important to him. Just take those extra steps to see their vision and get inside their mind and just to be able to create the end result that they always dreamed of. So yeah, it's very important. We got in here and it was a little bit of a wrestle in the beginning because he wanted things a certain way, but it didn't make sense that the way we build things. Well, at the end of the day, this project turned out above and beyond expectations. He's extremely happy. He even reached out and sent me an email a couple weeks ago just saying how happy he is, how much him and his family and the kids enjoy this water feature, and how it turned out even better than he ever imagined. But it wasn't the way he first envisioned it. He had to slip that in there to me just to let me know. Right. Even though it's not exactly how I thought it was going to be, it turned out better than I imagined it would be, which is the Water by Design way. So
yeah, it can kind of make it more gratifying at the end when they're picky like that, and then they're satisfied because you feel like you've worked harder for it.
At the end of the day, I knew we wanted to go natural. We wanted to feel like this was a waterfall in a pond that you came across out on a hike in Canmore, somewhere in the Alberta Rocky Mountains, and we wanted to bring a little piece of that into your backyard, create this beautiful water feature for you and your family to enjoy for many, many years.
Yep, and that's exactly what we've achieved. So.
Awesome.
This does tend to happen because people just don't know until you actually get in there, start doing the job, start building it. So at the beginning, people are a little bit unsure. Obviously, they're putting a lot of money into their yard. They want to make sure they're getting value for it.
So now that you do have it here and you're using it, how do you guys use the waterfall on a day-to-day basis?
Definitely when it's sunny, we are always out here. The kids love it. They come home after school if it's been a hot day. They're always climbing all over it, dunking their heads in it, putting all their toys in it. They take a swim in the pond.
Awesome.
No need for a pool, we have our own.
Right.
Initially, when we first started this project, I was a little bit worried for safety. We initially had thought we'd fill it with rocks and not have a pond. But we compromised on the right height, and it turned out perfect, no fears. The kids have been great with it, so yeah, it's been awesome.
I'm so happy to hear there's no fears because I know there was concerns, and I tried to calm those concerns because in my vision, I saw the pond, I saw the steppers, I knew the kids would love it, I knew they'd be swimming in it, and I just really wanted that to happen, and I wanted to deliver a product that the whole family could enjoy, and I hope we did, and I hope you're happy, and I hope you love it.
Delivered.
Awesome. Kids?
Are you happy with it? Do we love it?
Yeah! I love it too. I'm coming swimming with you guys one day. You know it.